If you fail to understand this, you will be trapped in the same repetitive loop of social anxiety. It is extremely liberating to know the difference between detachment and apathy. Most people think detachment means not caring. That's not true. Apathy is giving up. Detachment is letting go. Apathy is avoidance. Detachment is having control over your life. Most men think that overcoming social anxiety is to push through discomfort over and over and over. And that's not the case. So before we get into the video, I want to say hi, my name's Joe. I've been helping men since 2012 overcome social anxiety, and I've helped hundreds of men since then rediscover their real confidence by seeing the inner mechanics that make social anxiety tick and work. And once you understand these inner mechanics and these inner struggles, it helps to lower the resistance and you can be free to be yourself. And one of those inner mechanics is the power of detachment, and understanding the difference between detachment and apathy is extremely powerful. Apathy shuts down emotion. Detachment makes you master it. Apathy leaves you empty. Detachment leaves you free. When you detach, you don't lose desire. And this is the big misperception about detachment, is that you don't lose motivation, you just lose desperation. And there's a big difference. So what is it you're really detaching from? And it's the sense of self, the ego. And everybody will have an ego. You never get rid of your ego, but it's your ability to cling to your ego, to defend yourself, to want to protect yourself. And all social anxiety is the fear of what other people think. So to lower that, you need to lower the resistance. And the resistance comes from clinging to what people think, clinging to forming or preserving this sense of self, this sense of ego. When you detach, you don't stop trying, you stop clinging. Detachment sharpens focus. Apathy dulls it. Detachment makes you powerful. Apathy makes you weak. People fear detachment because they think that means indifference. But detachment is engagement without obsession. It's being present without being controlled. It's caring without being consumed. Apathy says, nothing matters. Detachment says, I choose what matters. Apathy closes doors. Detachment opens them. Apathy is an emotional dead zone. Apathy is where you cannot take these emotions anymore, so you want to numb yourself. You numb yourself through coffee, cigarettes, porn, alcohol, just general distractions, doom scrolling. That is what creates apathy. It's not wanting to feel what you're feeling. Whereas detachment is completely different. It's still feeling what you're feeling, but not buying into what you're feeling and not thinking that what you're feeling is actually you. Apathy destroys ambition. It kills connection. It makes you a passive observer in your own life. It whispers, why bother? And convinces you that there's no point in trying anything. If this is something that you're struggling with and you want to get to the bottom of this, then book a free 50-minute call with me. Just go to the link in the description below. Just go below now and book a call with me. We can get to the bottom of what's creating this resistance, where it is you feel that you need to protect yourself so much. And I can give you very healthy, helpful tools which really have helped me in my life overcome social anxiety. And it's just a few changes in the way that you see things. You'd be surprised how quickly you can get to the bottom of what it is that's holding you back. Anyways, back to the video. Apathy isn't peace, it's surrender. Detachment isn't the absence of feeling, it's the ability to feel without being overwhelmed, whereas apathy is not wanting to feel anything. It's the power to step back without running away. It's the ability to act without attachment to the outcome. Detachment creates space. Space to think. Space to breathe. Space to respond instead of react. Space to make the right move instead of the desperate one. And it's normally the desperate one that gets us into trouble, that makes the social anxiety even worse. Because we're overthinking, because we're constantly trying to find the right way to act, we become desperate. And then we don't take any action at all. We just isolate. And that's because we're so attached to the outcome. That's because we're so attached to what people think. Detachment removes the need to prove yourself. It removes the fear of failure. It makes you adaptable. And adaptability makes you unstoppable. So how do you detach? Train yourself to observe, not just react. Take a step back before making decisions. When emotions rise, pause. You have to ask yourself, am I choosing this or is this controlling me? Am I reacting to this? Or am I just observing this? Is fear in the front seat, or is fear in the back seat? Is fear driving the plane, or is fear just observing from the back of the plane? Stop chasing validation. Start choosing self-respect instead. Detachment begins with awareness. It grows with practice. Meditation sharpens it. And there's specific types of meditation that I will go into if you book that free call with me. Like I said, go to the link in the description box below. There are certain meditations that once you start observing your mind, then you understand where you're attached, where you need to defend yourself, and where you're afraid of looking foolish or messing up. And that's what stops you from being free, being expressive, doing what you want. So speaking to whoever you want to, because you need to lower that attachment to your ego. The more you detach, the freer you become. The freer you become, the more power you have. Meditation isn't about stopping thought. It's about detaching from it. Seeing your thoughts and not getting lost in them. Recognizing emotions and seeing them inside you and watching them without getting lost inside them as well. Learning to sit with discomfort and realizing discomfort won't kill you. The suffering in our lives just comes from this resistance to it. That's where the suffering comes from. When you detach, you have the ability to feel the resistance and then it fades. But if you don't do that, if you're attached to it, then you just perpetuate it. You feed it. Detachment makes rejection meaningless. It makes failure just this extra step forward in this long process that you're undertaking, whether you like it or not. It keeps success from making you arrogant also, and failure from making you weak. Detachment gives you patience. It keeps you grounded when things go wrong and keeps you humble when things go right. It makes you a better leader, a better competitor, a better partner, a better man. The apathetic man feels nothing, whereas the detached man feels very deeply but isn't controlled by it. The apathetic man avoids risk. The detached man takes risks without fear. The apathetic man is paralyzed by failure. The detached man moves forward regardless, no matter what. The apathetic man lets life happen to him. The detached man creates his life. Your relationships improve, your confidence grows, your mental clarity sharpens, your ability to handle stress increases. You just stop wasting energy on things that don't matter. Things like superficial things, validation, social media, all of the bullshit. And the less energy that you do waste on things that don't matter, the more that you focus on things that do matter. You become unshakable. Apathy is weakness. Detachment is power. Apathy is surrender. Detachment is mastery. Apathy makes you small. Detachment makes you limitless. Apathy is fear in disguise. Detachment is freedom in action. Apathy takes. Detachment gives. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this video helpful and you're intrigued by the idea of detachment and you want to learn more, like I said, book a call with me, 50-minute call, get to the bottom of where you're attached and where you're holding on and where you're clinging and how to detach and to really understand this concept better. It's a very powerful phone call. It's a very powerful call. Obviously, like, subscribe and comment on the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.